G'day viewers, Oren here. Today I'm going to talk about using desired state configuration version 3 on Windows Server 2025. Unlike PowerShell desired state configuration version 1.1 and version 2, DSC v3 operates as a standalone command rather than a service. This eliminates the need for local configuration manager. This architectural change makes DSC v3 easier to use and to scale, allowing any tool that can execute commands on Windows Server, such as scheduled tasks, to apply DSC configurations. You can install DSC using winget. Now, Windows Server 2025 includes built-in support for winget, making the installation process straightforward. However, important to note that winget only works with server with desktop experience, and it's really difficult to get working on server core. So DSC v3 also requires PowerShell 7.2 or later. As Server 25 comes with PowerShell 5.1, you'll need to install PowerShell 7. Whatever separately, which you can do really easily using winget from an elevated PowerShell session. All you do is run the command winget install Microsoft.PowerShell. Once you've done that, restart your terminal and make sure you are in the newer version of PowerShell. Now, winget provides the most straightforward installation experience with automatic updates. All you do, install using winget install Microsoft.DSC. And you can see it installed here. Alternatively, if you want, you can go and download it from the appropriate GitHub repository and then add the folder containing the expanded content to your path environment variable. Okay, so let's look at some basic DSC v3 commands. To view all of the commands that are available, just go dsc-help. And when you do that, you can see here that we've got the commands completer, config, resource, schema, help. To see all of the resources that are available on the local computer to use in configurations, run the command dsc resource list. To create DSC v3 configurations, you have to write them in YAML format, which is concise and readable and a lot easier to use than the moth format that you used in previous versions. Now, a DSC v3 configuration must include a reference to the resource schema and at least one resource definition with properties. I've found it fairly useful to get GenAI to go and create these for me or to debug them when there's a problem. So on the screen, you can see an example of a basic configuration, and all this one does is forces the classic control panel. For compatibility with classic PowerShell resources, you can use the Windows PowerShell resource type, and you can see that here on the screen where I've got use PowerShell resources as the name, and then the type is Microsoft Windows PowerShell. So what this particular YAML file will do when used with desired state configuration is check to see if IIS is present on the Windows server and install it if it isn't. Once you've done your configuration document, you can go and test it using dsc config get -f to specify the file and then specify your YAML file. So you can see here I've done a check of my IIS config YAML file, which would normally go and install IIS on the server, but this is just checking if there's any problems and any changes that should be made. Now, to actually apply this configuration, I run the command dsc config set -f IIS config.yaml. This goes and applies the configuration of YAML to this particular server. The configuration file's applied, Internet Information Services is installed, and I've applied a configuration through desired state configuration. There's obviously a lot more that you can go and do with this in your own environment, but this is a good starting point for you to use DSC version 3. Thanks for watching. Hope you got a lot out of the video.